music that we're inserting that's not in your program. And again, I had mentioned that it is one of our students who is doing this. And Joe is going to be doing a lot of composing. And we already know this. I already know this. Much more composing in the future as well. And oftentimes I'll ask if there's anybody in the ensemble who would like to work on a piece of music of their own and bring it. And oftentimes we have arrangements of music from other people, but it's a little bit more rare occasion that we have something that's written originally. And so Joe has put together a piece of music based on a chromatic scale, and that's why it's called Croma, for para guitar, for the guitar. And so what you're going to hear, everybody, is these notes that if you were to look on the guitar, every fret, if you played every single fret, it would be a chromatic scale, as opposed to the other types of scales which are primarily called diatonic scales, where there are combinations of two frets and then maybe one fret away from one another. So usually when you hear chromatic music, everybody, it sort of has a tendency to sound like it's not real key-based, or that it's going to sound a little bit. I remember the first time I heard it, it reminded me a little bit of going to Disneyland and the Haunted Mansion music that you hear there. But that was only initially. But because composers will use that, because it's sort of unsettling. It's not staying in one key. The other thing that Joe had put on here very cleverly is the way that the beats or the rhythm is set in the music itself. So sometimes you're going to hear the notes cascading one after another. Sometimes you're going to hear them halt right in the middle when you think that there should be something else after that. And then in the middle of the next beat, it comes in the middle of that too. So there are some rhythmic things too that we had to, as an ensemble, kind of put together and make sure that we understood. So as slow as the piece is going to be, it's rather complex as far as the ensemble is concerned, trying to put it all together. A lot of notes that mostly that we don't play. A lot of sharps and flats that we necessarily don't always play, especially like from the Vivaldi that we just did, which was in one primary key. So this is Croma para guitarra from Joe O'Quinn, who's right here, directly in the middle.